Alright, we just got into the Allegheny National Forest. We're here at the Visitor Center. About to head up the road and start getting into the trails. About 7.5 hour drive.
That's how long it was?
Yeah.
Didn't even notice.
No, it went by pretty fast now that we're not in the rain and it got nice and sunny out here. So let's get on the trail. Alright, so here we go. It's day one of the Allegheny National Forest. We have about 5 miles to do today to our first camp on a total of 3 days, around 30 plus miles. Alright, well, we're still trekking. Done probably close to like 3 miles by now. Seems a lot longer than that just because of all the camera shots we've been doing. But just made one pretty decent ascent. And we should be coming down around the other side to get by the water pretty soon here. Alright, now we're just walking alongside the lake, trying to find a flat spot to be used as a camp, but as you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Oh, I gotta watch my step, I'm gonna fall.
You film me when I trip.
Ow! And my foot goes in the water. Watch your step. There, now I got us both tripping on film. Having a little bit of a hard time locating a campsite. Everything seems to be a rock climb. And we just ran all the way up this hill.
Oh, Alex tired.
And it is not an easy ascent. So, let's go see if we can find a campsite. Alright, well, we finally arrived somewhere where we can make camp for the night, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting set up. Alright, so for this trip, I went ahead and picked up a Soki saw. It's a Japanese company, but I just want to show you how good this thing actually cuts. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link in my video. So if you guys want to get one of these, I highly recommend it. It was like 40 bucks on Amazon. So go ahead and check this out. And I mean, look at that cut. Alright, it's morning of day number 2. We set up last night right along this little inlet was a little bit complicated to find somewhere to set up camp, but as you can see behind me, we did end up finding somewhere to camp. So today we were supposed to do about closer to 10 miles, but we might be shortening that due to the fact that there's supposed to be some severe storms coming in tonight, and I think it's a better idea for us to make an earlier camp and have everything set up for when that hits rather than be setting up in it. So we'll see how the day goes and how the weather goes, but right now it's at about a 90% chance, so good fair assessment to say that we're going to see some rain tonight. So last night when I don't know if I'm going to roll it in or not, depending if you could make out what exactly I was saying and how dark it was, we were walking along the shoreline looking for a campsite, and we ended up not finding anything, and we had to climb back up to the trail, and it was basically at a crawl. I just want to show you how steep this actually was last night that we had to hike up, and it was a pretty rough incline all the way down there to the shoreline where we were. It's hard to make out with the camera focusing on every tree on the way down there, but this was not too fun last night. But luckily we found somewhere to go. But there's just keeps going too. I mean, it's a really steep incline. Snack break. I'm trying to use the tree here to block some of the wind noise. The wind's definitely picking up. You can tell there's a storm coming for us, but we're about 3 miles away from where we're planning on camping tonight. We just stopped off at the water here to fill up the water in our camelbacks and then have a quick bite to eat. Then we'll be headed on to the campsite. So we're still on the way to the campsite, but Alex just stepped on the snake's tail over here. Figured I'd get him on photo. Doesn't seem to be hurt or anything like that, but it's pretty cool looking. Alright, well, the storm's here, and we completely passed where we were trying to go to.
By miles.
By miles. So now we're gonna start looking for somewhere to set up, but man, we're getting dumped on right now.
Well, a couple miles ago we came across a pretty badass spot, and Ross said that no, we have another mile or so to get to where we need to be. We hike all day up a bunch of hills and crazy rough terrain, only to get to another spot that we find out we went, what, a mile and a half way too far?
Probably closer to 2 miles further than we needed to go. See, I took my watch off because my watch died with the GPS on it, and I can't tell how far I go.
Went way too far. It starts raining. It is really coming down.
What are we in right now?
Oh, it's just a rain fly that we made into an A-frame tent.
That's right, with some rope there across 2 trees, some pine trees.
And we're like some regular hillbillies.
Yeah. So, yeah, this wasn't exactly the camp I had in mind, but we're staying dry at the moment. There's a pretty big gap behind me. Hopefully gonna close that up closer to the tree, but probably cook some dinner and see how long, if maybe the storm will pass by like midnight, we can still try and manage to get my tent set up, but if not, then this little A-frame might be home for the night. So
good thing I have that sitting pad.
Yeah.
Great $7.
There you go. So, hey, we'll figure it out, I guess. Alright, I jumped out of the little canopy real quick. I had to show you what this contraption here looks like that we're currently presiding in. Just to give you a bit of an idea of what we did. Well, it's day 3 here in the Allegheny forest. Last night, as you saw, we got a pretty bad storm. We started off in that blue A-frame I just showed you a minute ago. We set that up real quick to stay out of the rain, but it was coming down so hard there was no way we were getting a tent set up. I'm wearing a winter coat right now, pretty much. It's got pretty chilly. The storm definitely brought a cold front through. Alright, so we just got the camp packed up, and we're gonna be heading out now back to the trail. Should be that way. Alex is going to look up ahead and make sure that we know where it's at, because we went pretty far off of it last night when we were looking for somewhere to set up. So this is the trail, and it is all leaves, and it's been like that for quite a ways.
I got spider webs all over me.
It's actually over the top of us now. I'm walking through so many cobwebs. Alright, 3 days in the Allegheny National Forest. Trail marker number 1, we are back out. Gonna go to the vehicle and go get some food.